Hey everyone, we're back, and this is the Bruce Wayne Show. This is one of your top rated podcasts here. Coming out, we're like the pirate radio. We're here in Central Florida, we're in Melbourne, right on Prospect Avenue. We're just, if you go 20 miles out in the ocean, and there we are, your pirate radio station. This is Bruce Wayne. We're 1,000 watts going wild on the radio, and we're going to talk about some politics here. What's going on? How do you like your Iowa caucus? The Democrats just cannot do it right. It's just like the hanging chads all over again. And just like he said, we are not ready. We're just not together. The Democrats have got to get it together. DT is having a field day. The Prince of Camelot. He really wants to win this thing, and it's not a Republican that's going to stand up against him. While he took the Republican climate and polls all by himself, while the Republicans are sitting home on the beach out here in Melbourne with us on the podcast. And we're sitting here, and we're wondering, and we're scratching our heads, and we're thinking, well, can the Democrats do it, get it done? We got a field of 70-year-olds. You know, Elizabeth Warren, we got Bernie Sanders, we got Biden, and of course we've already got DT. Are we ever going to get out of the league of the 70s? I don't know, people. But I'm telling you here, we've got to understand what's going on. Just like the mutt, we've got to understand. This is a definite battle here in Central Florida. We're just trying to get the information out to you as what's going on. Now, my projected winner is going to be Bernie Sanders. I believe he's going to fool everyone, and he's going to come out waving the flag of victory, that checkered flag. And so this is our political view for the BNN, the Black News Network. We're letting you know Bernie Sanders is going to come home with the gold around his neck, and DT is going to be looking sad and very pissed. Yeah, it's time to send the Prince of Camelot back home. But if we can't come together like we did in Iowa, well, we're going to have another round of the Prince of Camelot. It's just all to it, people. We can't be scared to get out there and cast a vote. This is coming from the Bruce Wayne Show, your Central Florida podcasters. So, won't you... We're going to just come straight at you with no commercial breaks. This is your Grandmama Radio. We want to get the facts out to you, Grandma, and let you know what is going on. We've got some crazy candidates that are running in the race, and we might have first female, in the White House if Buttigieg wins. And, we'll have a first man instead of a first lady. And here we got... we might have some energy problems. Everybody might have to throw out their old water heater and get a new one and spend $6,000 a year on green energy if we get the wrong person in office here. And we don't know how we're going to be paying for these upgrades for this green energy. Everybody's saying climate change is not a real thing, but the way some people are saying it is real. Well, I remember last year, it was colder than it has been this year, way colder. So something's going on up there in the atmosphere. Could it be the space shuttles taking us off these space launches from Elon Musk, just taking us straight out of the orbit? We're not. Seems like the Big Dipper is just not where it used to be, people. I'm telling you, something's going on and something is going wrong. We're going to say peace out to the Mamba, Kobe Bryant, a great basketball legend with the LA Lakers. We're going to miss him. He was one of my favorite basketball players, and he was a thrill to watch. Play the game of basketball. So we're going to say peace out to you, Kobe, in them golden skies up there. But let's get back to what's happening now on the ground, on the land. Far and wide in the Great Divide. It's your pirate podcast, and this is your local host. This is Bruce Wayne. And so as we're looking at this wild race, it's just like what do you call it? A bullet run. It's just like a cannonball run or something here with the candidates that we got here in 2020. Well, we might all really be getting ready to go to hell the way things are really looking. Folks, no, don't clap your hands and don't clap me on the back. We got the tsunami warnings in Miami. We're covered by, my God, we're covered by water on all three sides, but no one thinks that it could happen. No one thinks that we could end up being an underground island with some reparations for Floridians so they can move to Georgia and become Georgians. We're going to have to move even farther than Florida. The new Georgia. Once we're underwater, people, pay attention here. And if you're going to buy stocks, well, you better invest in boats because we're going to be boating for a while here once we got to move in. San Francisco, you better beware because you're on the San Andreas fault line. And this can stretch around and loop around Florida. By golly, we're covered on three sides of water, people. I mean, it's a no-brainer. This is a straight no-brainer. I mean, anybody can figure this out. We could take the third grader out there and do the math and get to this point of view that I'm trying to deliver to you. And we're trying to press and press and press the most evil that we can think of. Or we're going back to the Roman days, people. And while we're talking, go out to Walmart for your favorite deals and your low prices. Go to Walmart. I'm telling you, it's a good place to shop for all your merchandise and your family needs. Walmart has the best deals all the way around, all hands down. So shop at Walmart. And while you're out there, check out some of Bruce Williams' novels. Immigration Across the Globe in 2019. That can be found on Amazon Kindle. You can also pick up The Quest for Elder. That can be found on Amazon Kindle in an ebook or a paperback, or The Fall of 21 in America. That also can be found on Amazon Kindle. And while you're out there, you can also pick up Learning to Count with Friday. It's a children's book for 6 to 8-year-olds learning how to count and add. Like count money, but we might not be needing money pretty soon with these disasters that could be coming. Everybody just might be on a debit, not credit, but debit. And you might be only allowed so much money because America's just getting more broken and broken and broken. I mean, we're not really making any new friends with sanctions against 15 different countries. I know the farmers are sitting there and showing a good face on the news, telling people, they're just loving what DT is doing, the Prince of Camelot, but they're not realizing when are we going to get these people back to the table. Well, China is on the long trek by itself with Africa. He's having a good time laughing and having dinner with the people of Vietnam and the Asian six, Thailand and Africa and all these other nations like Russia that want to do business while United States don't want to do business. We don't have friends anymore because we want to put sanctions on everybody. And even if DT doesn't get back in, well, how are we going to get these people to come back to the table after we done made enemies of our own friends? Well, we were sitting at the table for breakfast every morning, laughing and grinning, and now we're way down the hall from our buddies. It's not looking good. It's looking very grim. America, look at the small businessman. He's got a hell of a lot of water to swim just to get with the big guys. See, the big dog is on the porch now. The little dog, he's wailing in the back, people. He's wailing in the backyard now. He's nowhere near the front porch. This is what's going on, America. We got to wake up. This is the Bruce Wayne Show, and I'm back at you in Central Florida, 2020. Trying to get the people to wake up and come to their senses with a political advice here, our political show. We're just throwing it out there. Our prediction is Trump, just like the Kansas City Chiefs. Our prediction is probably going to be Trump again. But if it was a Democrat that we'd like to see pull it out, that would be Bernie Sanders. But let's face it, people. This is a heart attack team of the 70s. Any one of these candidates that have a heart attack at any time. Then what do you know? What do we got here? Okay? What do we have? We got a 70-year-old possible president, and we already got one that's 70. It's on his way for the geriatric lane. If we had to watch this as a boxing match, it'd get very boring. Pretty soon, it wouldn't even go the whole 12 rounds. So listen up, people. We're in trouble. As we're watching our nation go down, we're not leading in too many things, and our stocks really aren't doing that great. The Dow Jones is really not doing that great. And face it, the earth is getting older. It's 2020, people. You remember that song by Prince, 1999? He didn't even get the grip. He didn't get the message. Because he didn't make it past 1999. He should have listened to his own advice. Slow it down. We got to slow it down. And we got to pay attention to what's going on. We're not building any factories in the United States, so we're not making nothing great again. We're just doing the same old thing again, people, but you're not paying attention. You want somebody to sell you an unrealistic dream. That's what's happening in politics. We want to listen to Sean Hannity all the time, and Sean Hannity is in the gated community. He doesn't really have no real reality of anything. If it was a national disaster, Sean Hannity would be the first one on a cruise ship talking about where is everybody. Okay? And we're all out here in canoes trying to make it. With our families searching for them in a canoe. People, this is real. We've got to wake up. Anything could happen any day. We could have a meteor drop down in the ocean here and flood up everything. But we're not paying attention. We just think we got our britches and our nice Nikes, and we're just doing great. We're living on top of the world. No one's thinking about disaster. No one's thinking about our own refugee status here while we're picking on the little man. But, you know, this is the Bruce Wayne Show. My job is a pirate radio station right off Prospect and US 1. We're deep out there in the ocean. But we're bringing the news to you people. And we're trying to get you in the electric funk with some of the music lined up we got. And iHeartRadio, we would love to have some sponsors here instead of letting you jack us for our music and throwing away a podcast. We're real, we're underrated. But this message was brought to you by Bruce Wayne. That's right, the Bruce Wayne Show. Once we got Obama out of the office, the one that Trump wanted to copy, the Prince of Camelot with his executive orders for this, executive orders for that. Well, you know, after all, how did this president get in office when he didn't serve the community at all? He wasn't a senator. He wasn't a governor. He wasn't even a mayor. So he apparently bought his way in with his billions. It's a no-brainer. I mean, who are you going to try to trick? Are you going to twist my arm to try to get this point across to me? I think it's real simple here, people. We've been hogwashed. We've been hog-straddled and everything else. We've been hog-tied. It's a trick. They done pulled the magic trick on us and tried to pull the wool over our eyes. But we're waking up here, okay? We got to realize we're in a race with 70-year-olds. It's really ugly. And our morals have went down the toilet. Well, hell, where's abortion legal at now? Roe versus Wade, I think that's gone. Okay? Florida is the only place where you can get abortion at now if you drive up to the rest of the 14 states. Okay? But marijuana is not even legal in Florida. Okay, are we getting a point here? Are we getting a drift somewhere here? What is going on, people, while you're sleeping at the wheel? Looking like an android. Wake up. Out in space somewhere. Worried about the Iowa caucus. We couldn't even get that right. Okay? So, are we actually going to have a president, or are we going to have a prime minister here? After all, DT wants to be king. The Prince of Camelot really would like to be king. So this is where we're at, folks. In 2020, this is where we're at. Stay tuned. And we're going to be hollering at you from Central Florida. We're going to bring you more of the Bruce Wayne Show. And we're going to put it out there to you, the constituents. So you see the point of view and you get the ideals here of what's going on, people. We got to remain strong. And we got to look for the least thing that we're not expecting. So, stay tuned in my show. Sponsor me. Come click back in and holler at me. Call in. You know, 1-800. What's our number? We don't have a number. We're not syndicated yet. We're not on CBS. We're not on NBC. We're not with Robin Roberts. Okay? We're not one of those fake places that shows that want to talk to you about dogs and cats and talk to you about the candy lady and the Girl Scouts. No, we're here bringing you the real truth of what's going on. We're not going to waste your time and give you all these feel-good shows. We're trying to tell you about the real things behind the lines, down here with the poor people in the bushes. What Jesus said, when he comes back, he's going to be looking for the people in the bushes. Not all these fake wannabe dressed up people here that are telling you lies and singing kumbaya. Okay, people. Well, I enjoyed you. This is the Bruce Wayne Show. And we're trying to get our views out there to you. You know, some of you people that matter. You have a great day. And thank you for listening to the Bruce Wayne Show.